Hello you beauties out there in YouTube, how are you today? I'm Rebecca Felgate and you are seeing my lovely round moon face for one reason. I am back with another most amazing top 10. Yes, it is that time of day where we rejoice and do top 10 things. So today we have a very exciting one. We have top 10 people with extra body parts. Ooh. So before I get launching in with that, guys, I have a question for you. Would you prefer to have 3 eyes or 2 mouths? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know. You have to choose. I think maybe 3 eyes. Why not? In at number 10 we have Tyson Smith, aka the guy with 2 hearts. No, it isn't Doctor Who, it is Tyson Smith. Now unfortunately, 36-year-old Tyson Smith from California had a heart defect and only months to live. To save his life, he had a piggyback heart transplant, which meant they put an extra heart into his body, allowing the 2 hearts to share the work. There is an incredible video of both hearts beating together, which has been watched 250,000 times on YouTube. This is insane, like yes for technology and science. This isn't the only case of 2 hearts in one chest. A British girl named Hannah Clark had a similar surgery as a child, then had her original heart removed age 16. She said this made her really happy, but she was left feeling a bit empty without 2 hearts. Incredible. Next up, meeting those 2 hearts but raising you a 3rd leg, we have George Lippert in at number 9. Born in Bavaria in Germany in 1842, George Lippert had 3 fully formed legs and 2 functional hearts. At the age of 33, he started working for P.T. Barnum in the circus. He was billed as the original 3-legged man. The original. His left leg was in perfect working order, his right leg was split into 2 legs, one of which had a foot with just 3 toes. Unfortunately, George died of tuberculosis in 1906. Getting kind of creepy here at number 8, we have Stellark, the guy with an ear on his arm. Now this isn't a natural ear, I hasten to add, this is an artificial ear right on his forearm. Crazy. Australian performance artist Stellark had an extra ear grown on his forearm. Unable to find surgeons willing to create the arm ear, he had to wait over 10 years from when he first had the idea to having the procedure in 2007. He is now even pursuing surgery to have Wi-Fi installed in his arm ear so that the world can listen to what his arm ear is hearing. Can I say arm ear anymore? This is creepy. In regards to his 3rd ear, Stellark said, "It's when art is surprising that it becomes interesting. He wants the world to re-examine the body." Getting horny, but not in a good way here at number. We have Zhang Rufang, aka the woman who grew a horn. Would we call a horn a body part? I guess if the person was a goat, then absolutely. But a Chinese woman has grown a horn. Wow. 104-year-old Zhang first started growing one horn at one side of her forehead at age 100. Now the horn is officially known as a cutaneous horn and it is made out of keratin, which is the same kind of protein we have in our nails. As one horn reached almost 3 inches, another started to grow on the opposite side of her face. So like Zhang is pretty old and this happened when she was 100. Maybe this is just what happens at the next stage of human life. Like, you know, I guess back in the day when people started living to 30, some people were like, whoa, grey hairs. Maybe the next stage for humans is horns. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Here we are at number 6. Meet Bill Dirks, the guy with 2 faces, 2 noses, and 3 eyes. Bill was born in Alabama in April 1913 and suffered from a condition known as frontonasal dysplasia. As a result of his disformity, he had 2 faces with 2 noses and a split cleft lip. This made him look like he had 2 faces and thus he became known as the man with 2 faces. Now this story has a bit of a sad twist, but don't worry, it has a happy ending. Because of his appearance, Bill was shunned from society and denied an education. At the age of 13, he joined a freak show where he painted on a 3rd eye to make him look even stranger. He then became known as the man with 3 eyes. Now this is where things get good for Bill. He became very successful, people started flocking to come and see him, he made friends, he earned good money. The story has an even happier ending for him as he met his wife, Mildred the alligator-skinned woman, and they worked together in a show and lived together until their death. What a pair! Halfway at number 5, meet Jasmine Trideval, aka the woman with 3 boobs. Is 3 too many? I don't know. More than a handful's a waste, right? No, you haven't fallen asleep and woken up in Total Recall. This woman actually has 3 breasts. Count them. However, However, she wasn't born this way. 21-year-old dominatrix Jasmine had a prosthetic third breast built. She said she was rejected by 50 doctors who feared that they would be violating ethical codes. However, she eventually found one to perform the surgery. She says that medics took tissue from her stomach to build the breast. Now, the reason she had the third breast is very interesting. She says, "Sexually, I just didn't want to be approached by men anymore. So I got a third breast to make myself feel unattractive. However, I still wanted to feel pretty." I mean, whatever makes you happy, Jasmine. In at number 4, we have the boy with 34 fingers and toes. Oh my goodness. Ashat Saxena holds the Guinness World Record for having the most digits. With a condition known as polydactyly, Ashat has 10 toes on each foot and 7 fingers on each hand, bringing the total to 34. His mother, Amrita, said, "I was so happy to see my baby as it was our first child, but later when I saw his fingers, I was shocked and surprised." Now, Akshat has since had surgery to remove his extra fingers and toes. I'm not sure whether I would do that though, because it was kind of cool. In at number 3, we have Deepak Paswan, aka the boy with 8 limbs. Deepak Paswan from India was born with a parasitic twin on his stomach. The twin didn't survive, but the limbs absolutely did. Now, the most shocking thing about this is that the limbs continued to grow. So, as Deepak got older, the limbs got even bigger and it literally looked like there was someone climbing inside his stomach. Deepak was born in a very poor village in India, and his family were unable to pay for the expensive and complex surgery that would be needed to save Deepak. After appealing for public help, the funds were raised and he was able to have the operation. Before his surgery, people in the village would stare and gawp at him, some even threw stones saying he was the devil. Now, this story has a happy ending. The surgery was successful and Deepak couldn't be happier. There's a lovely picture of him with his dad and they just look so happy. It's amazing. In at number 2, getting pretty crazy, a baby was born with 2 heads. That's right, the 2-headed baby was born in Bangladesh in November 2015. Thousands of people gathered at the hospital to see the baby, who was then shifted to intensive care. Now, the baby was born by cesarean, which was quite the shock for those delivering her. In order to protect her anonymity, a name hasn't been provided. Now, the baby is actually conjoined twin sisters who share the same body but have 2 heads. Now, this isn't the first situation of this kind. Abby and Brittany Hensel are 2 girls with 1 body and they live a great life in Minnesota. Literally, they're walking around with 1 body, they have 2 heads, they were born in 1990, so they're in their mid-20s, they can now drive a car and have degrees, so life can continue. These girls are an inspiration. So we have reached that point in our most amazing top 10 people with extra body parts. The things we have seen, it's been incredible. To recap for you, we've had 2 hearts, we've had 3 legs, we've had ears on arms, we've had multiple faces, heads and limbs, we've even had a horn. But what could possibly be at number 1? For me, it is none other than Double Dick Dude. Wow! He's got 2 penises! Now, the reason for me he's at number 1 is because this isn't a case of a parasitic twin. There are no hidden extra body parts. This is 2 fully functioning penises. Just there, 2 of them. Twins! A guy known as Double Dick Dude posted about his rare condition on Reddit and verified it with a number of images. Now, these images we can't obviously show you in the YouTube video, but they are widely available on the internet if you want to Google it. Going by the name of Double Dick Dude, because obviously, his post on Reddit has attracted 17,000 comments. He then proceeded to conduct a Q&A on the site. Now, some of the answers are priceless. Popular questions were, can you pee out of both penises? And the answer was yes, but the double stream is a bit of a nightmare. Others asked if both penises can get erect. Yes, they can. And some people have even asked if he has a favourite. He provides an answer. He prefers the right one. The left one's kind of mad about it. Now, this guy has even gone on to release a book called Double Header, My Life with 2 Penises. And the book was even a bestseller for Christmas 2014. I mean, what a guy. Like, I'm glad he decided to stick with them both. He is a very, very interesting man. So there we have it. That was our top 10 people with extra body parts. Very exciting. I feel like we've learned something. Like, I definitely have. Let me know what you thought in the comments section below. This is a really interesting topic, so I really want to read your comments. I'm Rebecca Felgate. This has been Most Amazing Top 10. Be sure to check out our other videos, like, share and subscribe. I'll see you next time.